Super bantamweight prospect Roman Morales here with Gunzz. Thanks for taking time, Roman. I know you're busy preparing for your fight. A couple weeks down the line, how's things going?
Everything's going pretty good. Just been running and training pretty hard and working out pretty hard.
And I know there's a lot of high hopes for you. Gary Shaw's really high on you. He knows your possibilities. So tell me about yourself. You're from San Ardo, California. What's life like in San Ardo?
Well, San Ardo's a really small town. Nothing much here, just surrounded by fields, and small population, but really calm town.
And were you born there?
No, I wasn't born here. I was born in King City. San Ardo doesn't have a hospital.
And tell me about your home life growing up as a kid.
Well, there wasn't much to do here in San Ardo, and everybody here in San Ardo knew each other, and growing up, all of us were friends, so we had no enemies here in San Ardo. It was a nice little town, pretty calm. There was a lot of activities though, a lot of soccer and basketball going around in this little town.
And what kind of kid were you? Were you into sports?
Yeah, I was into sports a lot. Actually, I played a bunch of sports. I was mostly into soccer. As I was growing up, I started like around 7 years old, and I went through all my high school career. But then it came to a point where I had to make a choice, either boxing or soccer, and I stuck with boxing instead of soccer.
So you did soccer and boxing. Who got you interested in boxing to begin with?
Who got me into it? Well, my friends, they were the ones that got me into it, and since everybody knows what happens in San Ardo, and I heard about it, I was like, oh, well, I'm going to go check it out. And the one in charge of it was my uncle, so I went to go check it out, and I tried it for a couple of days, and I would go back and forth, like, I would like it, but at the same time I wasn't so disciplined, and I just kept on going, and I stuck with it, and I liked it.
So your uncle was involved in it too? Was boxing in the family all the time?
Yeah, he was a pro boxer in Mexico at one point, and there was other kids that lived here in San Ardo that liked the sport, and so they pushed him to open up the gym, and I guess he got pretty tired of the kids just bugging him every day, going to his house and telling him, hey, train us, and he eventually opened it up, and here we are now.
And how old were you when you first walked into a gym and tried boxing?
12.
12 years old. So you got started pretty young. Were you good right away, or was it something that you had to work really hard at?
I wasn't good. I had to work pretty hard to get where I'm at right now. Is the coach even told me, it's probably better if you just stick to soccer. I guess I wasn't catching it right away, and I was a late bloomer. So, but I just told I wanna stick to it. I wanna keep on trying.
Persistence.
I just kept on trying.
Yeah. And how many amateur fights you end up having in your amateur career?
I'm about to say 117.
Wow, most kids don't even have 100 nowadays, so that's impressive. What was your final record?
My final record,
do you remember?
I don't know, I had about 80 wins, 84 wins, and the rest losses.
Yeah. A lot of people love boxing because everybody gets trophies, even the losers get trophies. But what are some of the things that you accomplished that you look back and are proud of? What did you win in your amateur career that
Well, I would always see the kids around here in San Ardo, they really they play sports, but not like this type of sport where they get to go out and meet new people and go to different cities or different states. And when I was doing boxing, that's what I was doing. I was getting to go different places, meet different people, and just things like that. To me, that was a pretty good trophy to me. I just had fun. had fun going out, just meeting different people. Because like here in the sports in Sonordo, the furthest you go is to King City or Paso, which is only like 20, 30 minutes away, which doesn't really take you out. And boxing did.
Yeah. Did you compete internationally, or did you stick to national?
Yeah, I competed once internationally, and a couple of times, like in Colorado. But international, I just fought once in France.
Where was that?
In France?
I can't understand that. Where is it? Where'd you go internationally?
France?
Defense?
France. Like Paris, France?
Oh, okay. And who'd you fight that whose names we'd recognize? Did you fight anybody?
In the amateurs, people that I fought and I had lost there, and they're pretty well known now, is Ronnie Rios, Roberto Marroquin.
No? No. Gave Rigondeaux a great fight. Just lost the other day, though.
Yeah.
Did you have Olympic hopes?
What was that?
Did you have Olympic hopes? Were you hopeful about making it to the Olympics?
Yeah, I tried, but we didn't succeed, and just decided to turn pro. I had lost against the Diaz. His name is David Diaz. Yeah, I lost him in the semifinals. And that was like we talked about it before. Like, hey, well, win or lose, we'll go pro after this. So like, all right then. And yeah, when we lost, we just went pro.
So how disappointing was it that you didn't make the Olympics? Did it bother you, or did you just get right over it and realize that maybe you had a style better suited for the pros?
Yeah, it did bother me. Like I really wanted to go, wanted to try it, but things happen, and but I honestly think my style is more of a professional style, more calm and more of a slower boxer.
Yeah. Do you remember who you fought in your first fight when you turned pro, and what happened in that fight? You remember the outcome of it?
Yeah, well, when against Sean, yeah, I was pretty nervous, And then the guy that I fought, he kept on, like, we sat right in front of each other in our dinner meal, and he kept on like talking smack and just telling me that he's gonna whoop my ass and stuff like that. And I was like, all right, cool, I just didn't respond back. I'll be like, all right, cool, we'll see you tomorrow. And then the fight came, and once I stepped in the ring, I felt pretty comfortable. At the beginning, I was nervous, but then once I felt the first punch, I was like, all right, this feels really good. My coach told me to work on defensive line, just work the body, and still go down in the zone. I was like, all right. And that's what we did, just work the body, and it was a good fight.
And after one round, that was that. How'd you like fighting in the pro ranks with the no headgear and the little gloves? You must have liked it.
Oh, man. It's a lot better. You feel like you see everything. You can see, like, where the punch is coming from. And, punching-wise, sometimes, like, when I spar, the punches feel harder than the actual fight. So, that's something weird, Because I guess when I spar heavier guys, and they be hitting pretty hard, and when I go fight, the punches still hurt, but not as much as sparring.
Yeah, a lot of guys said that because I guess you go in there not in shape and you leave in total shape, ready for war.
Yeah.
All you did was win since your pro debut. You build up your record to 10-0, and you're already featured on Showbox in your 11th pro fight against Alexis Santiago. Take me back to your Showbox debut. How nerve-wracking was that? First of all, being a young fighter, you're probably already still jittery getting in the ring, but to have it on national television on Showtime, no less, has to add to it. Take me back to what you remember about that Showtime Showbox debut.
Well, my coach was telling me, he's like, all right, you can be on Showbox, just don't think about it. Just think about it as another fight. And go in there and just do work at the gym and just don't think that you're gonna be on TV. So I was like, yeah, it's kind of hard to think like that. But once I got in there, I just didn't even think about that I was gonna come on TV or anything like that. I just I gotta focus on the guy and only on the guy and his movements and his punches and stuff like that. So I guess once I got in there, I just forgot about everything else and just thinking about my opponent. But after the outcome and the win and my performance and coming on TV, I was pretty excited and pretty happy.
And after that, you're in the ring a month later, and you win another 8-round decision against Jonathan Alcantara. And then in your 12th fight, you're back on Showtime again. They must have liked you. What do you remember about that fight with Ariano? And first time you're down in a fight, it came in round 3. Tell me about that time, the moment you went down.
Well, the moment I went down, I got pretty mad, he just got me with a good punch, and I thought about it, man, dude, why did I let myself get caught like that? And I was like, I better get up and get to work. And I don't know, I just got pretty upset. I was like, I gotta do better than this. I can't fake and get caught again with my hands down. So I guess I had a habit of keeping my hands down and got caught with that hook. But
and you returned the favor in round 6.
Once I felt that hit and I got up, I was mad, but I had to be smart at the same time, because if I would have just went in there hard-headed, I would have been caught again.
Yeah, and it's good to experience that in those kind of fights and not have everything go perfect, and then suddenly in the championship fight you find yourself down and in a position where you've never been before. It's good to get that out of the way when you're young and when you know you're able to get over it and get on with it for when the fight's bigger and means more. It's getting experience.
Yeah.
And you got him back. You put him down in the 6th, and you went on to win every other round. And you won a decision, lopsided decision. And with that win, you pick up your first professional championship. You won the vacant WBC Feakerbox Super Bantamweight title. How'd that feel to say you're somebody's champion? You're not the world champion, but it's got to feel good winning someone's championship belt.
Yeah, I was pretty happy. Me and my coach were pretty happy actually with the performance and knowing that we won a small title. You got to start from the bottom. You can't just expect to win a big title right away. And I feel pretty good with what I got right now. And hopefully in the near future, fight for another title, not a world title. But I was pretty happy and can't complain. A good feeling.
Yeah, that was your last fight of 2012. You returned in January of this year and picked up a 5th-round knockout of Jose Iniguez. You returned just less than a month later and scored another 5th-round knockout after putting Jesus Antonio Hernandez down in the 4th round. He was unbeaten. Going into that fight, he was 10-0, and I think he had 3 draws. But he left the ring with a loss this time. You must be getting used to being on TV. It's kind of getting old now, I'm sure. Have you gotten over the jitters of knowing your fight's going to be on television? You used to it yet? At that point?
I think it's just not only TV, but every time I fight, I get like a little jitters,
Yeah.
But to me, it kind of feels good, but then it feels weird because I hate kind of feeling nervous or the jitters, but sometimes I like it. I guess it comes with boxing. I'm not sure, but so I feel in the.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do feel it, and sometimes I don't.
Mm-hmm.
But
Well, that fight was.
Try to perform whatever I do at the gym. So.
Yeah. And that fight was on ESPN2's Friday Night Fights on the undercard of Lamont Peterson and Kendall Holt. So it was the biggest audience and under the brightest lights. So it's understandable, and it's funny because some fighters who are champions say that they never get nervous in a fight, but then there's some champions that say that they're always nervous and there's something wrong with you if you're not. So maybe the nerves will never go away. What do you think? You think they'll go away?
I don't think so. I don't think they'll go away. I think it's just something that comes on my side of the story. I just think like it comes something with boxing.
Yeah. Do you ever feel like it's
I don't think they'll
overwhelming
go away.
though? You feel like the nerves sometimes overwhelm you, or is it something that you could control?
I think it's something I can control. You know, it doesn't hold me back on anything. It doesn't make me scared or anything. You know, it's just something that's there. But I don't think it phases me or anything.
So did Teddy Atlas was Teddy Atlas impressed by your performance?
What was that?
Did Teddy Atlas say anything to you when you made your ESPN debut?
No, he didn't go to me or tell me anything.
I know. And you're a young guy, but that's the thing when you sign with Gary Shaw, you get fights and you get put in pretty tough, but you seem like you're ready. One of the things about you is you love to go to the body, like you mentioned. Some young kids never learn to go to the body. It's almost a lost art in the sport now. Who taught you about the importance of body punches, and why do you like going to the body so much?
Well, my coach, he's the one that told us that one of the most important things is go to the body, get your opponent tired, and then work from the bottom to the top. I've also felt body punches before, and to me, those just hurt a lot more than a head punch.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, I'm pretty sure if I feel like that, another fighter's gonna feel like that. So me and my coach just always just practice going to the body, and we used to spar a guy with his name is Alex Perez, and he always had a good left hook to the body, and he'd always throw that punch against me when we would spar, and they would hurt. So I was like, man, dude, I'm gonna practice that body shot right there. That's a good body shot right there. So I would just practice it and work a mix with the coach and tell me, you know what, throw the body shots more, throw the body shots, or just any type of body shot. I'm like, all right, and keep on working on it.
Yeah, and it is a lost art, but I don't know if you happen to catch Gennady Golovkin on Saturday night. Did you see that body shot that he ended the fight with? Middleweight champ.
No, I didn't catch it.
Yeah, it was devastating. Single left hook to the body, and the guy just screamed in pain. They work. I wish more young fighters would practice body shots.
Yeah.
They're important.
Pretty bad.
And what boxers did you love growing up as a kid?
I like Roy Jones. I watching that guy fight. He was pretty slick.
Yeah. So he's your favorite
pretty
fighter?
fast, pretty strong.
So he's your favorite fighter of your life?
Yeah. I liked whenever I knew one of his fights was coming on or just anything, I just like to see him fight.
Yeah.
While I watch his fights on YouTube, I was just going to his name and just see his highlights.
Yeah, he was great. Do you think your style is similar to Roy?
No, I think Roy was more of a speed guy, and Roy is pretty fast. I like to go in and work the body and just
I'll never forget.
do a lot of movements. That's what we try to work on a lot. We try to work on a lot of head movement, especially after that time that I got caught with that left hook. Just trying to keep my hands up and do a lot of head movement.
Yeah, Roy wasn't really a big body puncher, but I'll never forget when he knocked out Virgil Hill with a single body shot. You just heard Virgil Hill scream too. That was an incredible performance by Roy, and a great body shot.
Yeah.
And I know you have high aspirations for yourself. You want big things. Where do you see yourself in, let's say, a year from now?
For now, well, just keep on working hard and hopefully end up fighting pretty well-known guys and hopefully go for a world title and I want to see myself champ.
Yeah.
Because I know there's a lot. I know there's a lot of big fighters out there, and it's gonna be really hard. But I know I could do it.
Yeah, you take your job serious, and you have had serious experiences in the gym too. Tell me about your sparring with Nonito Donaire.
Well, he was pretty fast, you know, and he had some really good power. I just when I was going in there, I was just trying to put pressure, because I know he likes to box and do his fast combination and step out. But I just kept on putting forward, like going forward, and I was trying to put him on the ropes and work the body, trying to slow him down a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and when you sparred him, who were you preparing him for? Do you remember who?
No, I don't remember.
No. And I know Nonito's a real nice guy and a real personable guy. Did he give you any advice?
Well, yeah, he just he would it was mostly his coach. You know, he would always just tell me, you know what, work on. Because I like to switch left to right, and he told me, you know what, I think it's better if you stay on your right. You know, you have more effect. I was like, oh, okay, well, thanks. You know, like, and working that body, throwing the right hand, and then switching to the left hook, you throw it pretty good. So just working out a little more. Like, oh, well, thanks. You know, and they would give good knowledge.
Yeah. And we know that Nonito loves taking pictures. He's a photographer. What do you do when you're not boxing?
Well, I love to hang out with my family. I like to go out to a lot of theme parties or just barbecue and just hang out. I like to really be with my old friends, all of my old friends from elementary days, and just hang out.
Yeah, so you
Really,
keep the same crowd you always had?
yeah, I like to keep in touch with my old friends, same crowd, you know.
So no
Can't go
hangers
wrong.
on. No hangers on and no new friends, right?
Yep.
How surprised were you to see Rigondeaux do what he did to Nonito?
I actually didn't get to see that fight.
Really?
But yeah, I don't know what I was doing that day, but I guess I was busy or something, and people were telling me about, you know, why you see that fight. I was like, oh man, I didn't get to see that. Oh man, Rigondeaux worked him pretty good. I was like, oh man.
Yeah.
I thought it would have been like a closer fight or something, because people were telling me that Gunzz is pretty good. Like, yeah, Gunzz is pretty good. Nonito's also pretty good. And once they told me that Gunzz doing pretty good, I was like, man.
Yeah, I think Rigondeaux is the barometer of how good you could get. I can't imagine a fighter being more gifted than Rigondeaux is, but I'm sure as a young fighter, you imagine yourself fighting these guys. If you found out that you were fighting Rigondeaux in your next fight, how would you fight him? Did you ever see him fight?
I would try to since I know he's a really fast and slick fighter. I would just try to slow him down with a bunch of body shots. But I know he has a lot of condition.
I hear some kids there.
Yeah.
You got a daughter?
Huh?
Is that your daughter?
Oh, it's right here at the gym. There's a little kid right here. That's fine.
So it's not yours.
No.
Super bantamweight's a pretty loaded division. Do you plan on staying at the weight for a while still? You still make the weight easy?
Yeah. I like my weight class. I feel pretty good. It's sometimes it's pretty sometimes I feel like it's pretty easy to make. I have no problem with it. I think I'm gonna be here for a good while. As long as I stay eating healthy and taking care of what I eat and my training, I'll be good.
Yeah, and It's a division like you already mentioned what a loaded division it is. It's got all different kinds of people and all different kinds of styles in it. You got IBF champion Jonathan Romero. You got young contenders like Scott Quigg and Carl Frampton, both from England. You got veterans like Fernando Montiel and the still dangerous Vic Darchinyan, who Orlando Del Valle found out that he still is dangerous. You have great young bantamweight champion who moved up, Leo Santa Cruz. And you got the WBC champion, Victor Terrazas. The tall, awkward guy like Jeffrey Matabula. So you have all different kinds of fighters with all different styles. Really deep division. And of course, Rigondeaux is head and shoulders above everybody. How long before you're in with those guys on that list? When do you see yourself like challenging these guys?
I'm hoping. I hope I get another. Once I fight 10 rounds, I hope I get a couple of 10 rounds in to know how it feels to fight 10 rounds, and I wanna get ring experience a little more, especially on rounds, because I know those guys have a good chin and it'll be a pretty tough fight. So I want to get a little more experience on the ring experience, and then once from there we'll see. But I really want to step up to where they're at, and hopefully sometime soon.
Yeah, and as far as I know, your next fight is always the most. I mean, you got someone to be announced. The next fight's always the most important fight. You lose, and it sets you back tremendously. Are there any names being thrown about it? Who's going to be in the ring with you in that next fight on the 20th? And what do you want to do in the ring? Do you look at this fight like it's a must, not only win but be impressive while winning too? Is there any names being thrown around now? First of all,
for July 20th.
Yeah, the 20th. You got. I read that it's a to be announced fight. Do you know who's going to be in the ring with you?
No, well, I was asking the coach earlier, and he was telling me that he thinks that a guy named Lorenzo Trejo, but that he wasn't sure. I was like, oh, well, just let me know who the guy is. But he's like, yeah, we're just look up the guy, Lorenzo Trejo, and think him, like tell me what you think. I was like, okay. And but we always just try to stay ready for whoever we're gonna fight. Keep on working.
And do you look at the fight like it's a must, not only win but to be impressive while winning?
What was that?
Do you look at it like you have to be impressive too?
Yeah. I feel like I had to give a really good fight. Try my hardest at the gym to give an impressive fight.
Yeah. Do you find yourself getting noticed when you go out now after being on television so many times, and locally? Do you find yourself being recognized on the street more?
Yeah, actually I do. The other day I went to my friend's. He got married the other day, and some people went up to me and oh, hey, you're Roman, right? I was like, yeah. And like I didn't know the other people, and like, oh yeah, we're from down south, and then we seen you one time fighting, and we like your style. You're doing really good. And when's your next fight? Like, oh, well, July 20th. And, oh, well, keep it up. You know, you're doing a good job. Thanks.
That's cool, man. That's cool.
That's what it is. Like whenever I go out, it feels good to know that people recognize or see my fights and they like my fighting style, and tell them, well, that's my coach's style right there.
Yeah, it's weird because you go there and you do your fight, and then you go back home and you don't realize how many people are seeing you, but you're getting a lot more fans every time you have a fight on television. Your fan base is growing. How do your fans keep up with you? Are you on the Twitters and the Facebooks? What's your Twitter?
I have a Facebook, but I don't have a Twitter. Last time they told me, hey man, why don't you get a Twitter? I was like, oh, well, like I don't even think about it. Oh, you should get a Twitter. I was like, oh, yeah, I'll probably open one up, but I just have a Facebook.
Roman, you got to get a Twitter, man. Got to get a Twitter.
Yeah.
And I look forward to seeing you in the ring, and you always make for an exciting fight. Roman Morales, whenever he's in the ring, it's must-see TV. Thanks, Roman. Appreciate your time, and Good luck, my man.
All right, thank you.